I'm a type of person that I'm in social media, but I don't care what they say about me. I really don't care. I don't care if they say I'm fat, if I'm white, if I'm black, and what. I don't really care. And my colleague knows that I'm one of those that I don't even answer sometimes my phone. I'm like, no, it takes me 2 days to answer you. I'm not interested because I don't let social media rule my life. It doesn't rule my life.
Most relationships have always, in my opinion, dealt with some of the same things we're dealing with now: lack of communication, economic differences, whatever it may be. But it is commonplace that in a relationship, people are trained to pretend like they actually like each other.
It has to do a lot, I think, also in my background. I'm half of everything. So I'm from the islands. So we don't see color. We don't see white. We don't see black. We see one person in front of us. So when you guys making these comments about black and white, I don't see what you guys see. Because I'm mixed. I'm just telling you, I'm from the islands, so it's a whole different subject for me. It just, I don't see what you guys are seeing. And maybe it was something between the both of them, trigger him or trigger her, or something happened, and it could have been an accident. I'm not defending him. Definitely not defending him. It wasn't, she did not deserve to die. But we don't know the whole story, so we're just going by social media saying left to right, and we really don't know what happened. Only those two people know what really happened. That's what my opinion is. So I don't know much about the topic.
Dave, was there a racial caste system in America predicated on color, black and white?
Oh, we can't go down there, bro.
Was there a racial caste system in America structured on the black and white paradigm?
I don't know. I'm lost when.
Did slavery occur in America, Dave?
Slavery?
Yeah.
In the islands also, too, my love.
JR, what's your next topic?
Started with the Tainos and started with the blacks. So we all had the same thing. So if you go back about slavery, we were the first one who were really slaves. Back and forth. So with sugar cane. We had sugar cane.
What did you say?
I'm from St. Martin, so that's what I'm saying. We had all of that and Dominican Republic. So we have all slavery, we had all of that stuff.
You were the first person to be enslaved, according to you, and you don't recognize the color paradigm? That's very interesting.
My love, but that's what I said. We wasn't raised that way. We don't see. That's what I'm saying. The way how I was raised, we didn't see that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I'm not admitting it. I'm just saying, like, we're past. I don't want to even say. That's why I was staying quiet, because I was like, okay, I don't know even what to say.
Let's talk about the next topic, because this we can. So this is a whole different conversation. That's a whole different.
So the question is, why do relationships look strong in public while struggling in private?
Yeah.
Your mic is cutting off.
Why do
That's
relationships
between those two people? It doesn't matter in color. That's what I'm saying. That's
why?
About that you guys were saying social media has a lot of pressure on people that want to make the relationship look perfect. When we self don't have no perfect lives. None of us here in this panel, I bet, have a perfect life, and we try to make it perfect.
None can you hear me?
But we want to pretend in the camera that everything is perfect for us.
Dave, can you hear me?
And it's not true.
She can't hear.
When you take accountability for yourselves, and then you say, okay, you know what? We're trying to do something, but don't start blaming each other or whatever was going on. I did not understand what was going on. And with the caller, I just like, okay, I was lost. So I just was staying quiet, just listening, because I don't know even what to say, honestly. So that's my opinion. I don't know too much about the topic. So I'm just here listening. And then if I have a comment, I will say a comment. Not trying to disrespect anyone, men or women. That's not my cup of tea.
So I think that a lot of relationships look strong in public while struggling in private. I think a lot, like everybody has talked about earlier, is the social media thing. Pretty talked about everybody want to look good, because that's what likes get. I mean, you get likes, you get follows, you get money. And so I think that kind of social media has just transformed people into not being authentic. You know, you don't go meet people no more like you used to do on dates and, you know, have phone conversations. Now it's so many options, so many people can view your pages, and that's what gets your likes up. And that's why I think that people look strong, but internally they struggle because it's all for likes and looks, and we in a social media era. Just my thoughts.
Definitely, I think I had to agree with
I
you.
totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. That it's all about the likes. Who likes me? Who did not? Who DM me? Is if a famous person is watching you. I'm a type of person that I'm in social media, but I don't care what people say about me. I really don't care. I don't care if they say I'm fat, if I'm white, if I'm black, and what. I don't really care. And my colleague knows that I'm one of those that I don't even answer sometimes my phone. I'm like, no, it takes me 2 days to answer you. I'm not interested because I don't let social media rule my life. It doesn't rule my life.
But the thing is, we have to talk about like the masses, because you're one small person, as opposed to, like, we know that there are those people who don't see that, right? I mean, I'm a melting pot, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, we got to look at like the masses. And I think a lot
I
of what
think
you are saying is like culture. Like, sometimes there's certain things that you don't see because of your culture, or you don't understand, or may not agree with that view just because of your culture. And I'm sorry, True. I think it was True. Can we say something? Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that I think it predates social media. Social media is just a medium now, but I think we're socialized to play the whole relationship looking good. This is an American thing. This is a trope. Most relationships have always, in my opinion, dealt with some of the same things we're dealing with now: lack of communication, economic differences, whatever it may be. But it is commonplace that in a relationship, people are trained to pretend like they actually like each other in public, around family, around coworkers, and then behind closed doors. Unless you're really intimate with these people, you don't know what is truly happening. So I don't think it's a social media thing. I think this is just human behavior. We're just taught that you with somebody is supposed to showcase a certain level of affection, certain level of visible happiness to some degree.
Well,
I just think
keeping up with the Jonases has existed since I can have, a frontal lobe and within myself. Before it was not that noticeable because you were not getting rewarded through social media. So, but definitely keeping appearances, it has always existed.
that's what I was saying. I mean, it was TV at one point, it was magazines at one point, it was newspaper articles at one point. So this is not a new thing,
Had escalated? Absolutely, because now people are getting paid for being performative and portrayed out there a fake life. And then, they gave rewarded money and all this sponsorship and all the good stuff. And then people, it's so in your face that people believe that that's what life is now.
Can public happiness become pressure to stay in something unhealthy?
I think so, because people have to keep up the front. Some people will go through with keeping up the front because they want to protect whatever little image they built. So they'll sit there and put up the front for however long they have to until it explodes. And it sounds like somebody's fingers is going hella hard over there. What's happening?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I definitely think so. I think if you promote your relationship, if you publicize your relationship, then people will pathologize just about every single thing that you do in your relationship, right? So if somebody sees that he takes you out and he opens the door, then the next time he doesn't open the door for you, then, oh my God, is something going on? Like, he's not acting the way he used to because last time he did this time he did this. They tend to have a microscope on just about every segment of that dynamic. So especially in her situation, right, where she's getting so much pushback for being in an interracial relationship in the first place, you kind of feel that pressure to be like, I have to prove them wrong. I have to make this work because I'm in this dynamic that nobody wants me to be in, right? And they're saying it's not going to work. So yeah, that happens all the time. We see it happens with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith as well, right? We see it happen in other monoracial relationships. So it's not just a biracial thing. It's just if people counted you out, if people think it's not going to work, then you feel this pressure to kind of push it together. That's why people should keep their relationships off the internet.
So yeah, I think that people like curate an image because you can make money marketing your relationship, the clout and the attention. That become a real thing, and it's addictive. So people might want that way more than they actually want the relationship. I'm a firm believer that I think people that keep their relationship off the internet probably is happy in they corner. They don't want that shit disturbed by what the internet got going on. Shit. And I've seen several like relationships that get curated, and then they'll get drunk one day and get in a fight, and then you find out everything under the sun was a whole lie. She really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was Queen of Accountability or something like that. I think she was saying like she had a guy that was bought her a G-Wagon, moved her to Hawaii. Then she got mad one day and said, you know what? I paid for all this. You didn't buy nothing. I'm like, damn. Then buddy that was with the OnlyFans model that had got stabbed, they made their relationship seem perfect. Like, it's just, people just be fronting on the internet to it's beneficial and it pays you. So I kind of get why they doing it, but I'd rather have a peace of mind and like peace in actual life. Because that little 2 to 3 minutes worth of content ain't worth sitting with somebody you disgusted by, or they irk you all day, and you trying to find space to get away from them and all this stuff just so you can appease the people on social media in the comments talking about life goals. It don't make it. It makes sense, but I couldn't do it. That's what I say. I couldn't do it. It's not for me.